Hi all, this is Ramshankar Palaninathan. This is my source presentation, Student Opportunity to Advance Research and Scholarship. My topic is Challenges in Digital Integration Strategies for Large Corporations, Impeding Post-Deal Outcomes in Using Merger and Acquisitions to Achieve Digital Transformation. My dissertation mentor is Dr. Raymond Marbury. Let's look at the background. In recent years, a notable number of M&A deals have been done by large corporations as part of their digital transformation. Digital integration strategies are at the core when M&A is used to achieve DT. It is crucial to acknowledge and address high failure rates in many of the cases. Looking at the number of deals in the last 6 years, we have around 4,000 deals across the years, and the value is up to 7,792 billion dollar value. And if you look at the number of failed leads in the last two decades, it is across all the sectors, including tech sector, healthcare sector, automotive sector, finance sector, etc. Few of the examples are cited here. This makes it very important for us to study the reasons behind this failure when using M&A to achieve digital transformation. So the problem statement here is uh, that when using merger and acquisitions to achieve digital transformation, some large corporations lack effective digital integration strategies, which may impede post-deal outcomes, leading to failure and value creation for investors and stakeholders. The focus area. So the digital transformation is a elongated process. When using M&A for digital transformation, even in M&A we have got multiple phases. Our focus area is during the integration, when that is when two companies merge, and from the day of closing, you see the attempt to combine all the resources and capabilities, and that is where all the digital integration strategies are applied to form a merged company. So, for even in terms of the literature, we would be looking at not only articles that deal with digital transformation, but also with M&A and also with digital integration strategies. So, the literature review is the combination of studies, is studies which has the combination of digital transformation, M&A, and digital integration strategies. Now let's look at the definition before going further. What is merger and acquisition? M&A refers to the consolidation of companies or assets through various financial transactions. There are different types of M&As, which include horizontal, vertical, conglomerate, market extension, and product extension, etc. And why are they done? They are done for growth, synergies, strategic realignment, competitive advantage, and even for tax benefits. Let's look at now the second term, digital transformation. There are multiple definitions of digital transformation available across the board. And realizing that Gong and Ribéry in 2021 did an effort to unify the definition of digital transformation. So they came up with the definition being a fundamental change process enabled by the innovative use of digital technologies accompanied by strategic leverage of key resources and capabilities aiming to radically improve an entity and redefine its value proposition for stakeholders. Simply put, a digital transformation is any change or resources and capabilities using innovative technology or innovative process to improve the value proposition. So that defines digital transformation of a company. Now, looking at digital integration strategies, it is a comprehensive plan that organizations use to incorporate these technologies into business process, product, and services to enhance efficiency, innovation, and overall growth. With all this, let's look at the research question. The research question becomes, when using merger and acquisitions to achieve digital transformation, what digital integration strategies lead to positive digital outcomes? Outcomes like synergy, growth, etc. So now let's look at the SPICE framework to see how we derived at this research question. SPICE gives five different elements to group them and form the research question. The first element is setting. In our case, the setting is M&A to achieve DT. What is the perspective? The perspective is the management team of the acquiring company. Intervention. The intervention is the digital integration strategies that minimize failure and increase the chance of success and overall growth. A comparison. The difference between success and failed digital transformation. Evaluation is how we evaluate is based on the post deal outcomes. Example, was the synergy achieved? Was there a growth, etc. Now, next, let's look at the scoping literature review. The scoping literature review was done on majorly on five subtopics, which include merger and acquisition in the context of DT, which is digital transformation, merger and acquisitions, and organizational performance, digital transformation, and fundamentals, and the impact, organizational culture, and change management in DT, the strategic alignment, and digital integration strategies in DT. Based on these subtopics, um, we did a group of subtopics. I read the literature review, collecting materials to collect what is happening in the current field and what studies have been conducted to learn about digital transformation. Now let us look at the theoretical framework used for this study. I'm using resource-based view for this study. I'm using this theoretical view. We can see it aids in grouping the target and acquire company based on the resources, competencies, and capabilities. And in the context of merger and acquisitions, the merger happens between these resources and the competencies and the capabilities. So, by reinforcing and orchestrating these capabilities, resources, and competencies, the resource based view helps us to improve the firm's performance. Now, looking at the conceptual framework, we see digital integration strategies will be applied to the merger part when the resources, competencies, and capabilities are integrated. So, and also we see the outcomes that get change that gets affected. Example like synergy, growth, etc., and the value that is getting created out of this integration. So we are keeping the study open enough to understand what outcomes are affected and not affected during the merger when digital integration strategies are applied. For this study, I'm using evidence-based research, and the methodology is systematic review methodology. I won't be going into the details of it. Um, let's look at the Prisma, and I conducted a search using OneSearch and JSTOR, and started with 1,189 records after filtering for journals, management, business, digital transformation, merger and acquisition subject, and choosing the English language. I got 147 records after filtering them for eligibility using JBI, which I started with 50 records. I was able to get about it equals 40 records for the study. So this is the JBI checklist. It has got some questions which is answered with yes, no, unclear, and not applicable. We also check if the article is relevant to the research question. Based on the information we gather, we do a overall inclusion or exclusion to the study. Based on this, we selected 40 articles. In the data extraction step, I recorded the title, the author's name, the year of the study, the sector and population, the sample size, the findings, the main findings of the articles, and also the limitations of the study. I've done this for all the 40 articles, and then I started the coding, and then I started with 1,107 codes, identified around 947 codes. This is my very beginning of this process. I've come up with very primitive themes, which is not final, but this is what it looks like. Say I have got around 33 group codes, code groups, and then out of that, which I identified 9 categories, and I hope I should be able to find good themes, around 4 themes based on what I have right now. This is the 4 themes which I have um, extracted, but it's still at the primitive stage. I still have to refine these themes to make more sense and to answer the research question. This ends my source presentation. Thanks for listening to it. I appreciate your patience.